welcome back to the Thought Process Podcast. That is Ozzy the Painter on the music for our intro. My name is Chase Vibe, and I am joined here by my co-host Jared Slavic.
Essential employee Jared Slavic.
Essential employee Jared Slavic, because we are in a pandemic and we are in two classes.
Let's put some respect on my name.
Yeah, so there are people who have to go out in the world and probably die, and there are people who get to stay at home but still go out in the world and probably die because it is boring.
I will die a man. Risked it all for
a company.
$20 an hour.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Why not? I'm in.
So let's just get right into it then. There's a $2 trillion economic stimulus going out, and it's resulting in most adults getting $1,200. But of course, there's more to this breakdown. And let's just take a look at it. It's $130 billion to hospitals. How do we feel about that? Probably a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Give it all to the hospitals for all I care.
Yeah,
it's probably a good thing.
Yeah. $150 billion to state and local governments.
To what? The senators?
No, not like senators, but like governors and mayors and stuff like that, just to ensure that they have the resources for people. So that's probably a good thing, depending on your state.
All I care about is the check. I'm going to be honest with you.
$350 billion to small businesses, which, okay. And $500 billion, $500 billion to big corporations.
Of course, why not?
And we each get $1,200.
Well, I'm not going to say no to free money.
I'm not going to say no to free money, but I'm still going to ask for more money.
Yeah, it'd be great. I would do, especially since over the last weekend that I had during quarantine, some random asshole hit my car.
Exactly.
So I got to worry about that. That's nice.
$1,200 is not fixing your car.
Actually, it is.
Well,
I found a deal, but in general,
you found a deal, but like this $1,200, like if it was us, we couldn't pay rent. Like if that was all the money we had, and it was just one of us having to pay it, we couldn't pay rent.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
And like there are a lot of people who could be making more money with this, who should be, but of course,
you know what you gotta do is have
Amazon.
Kids. Have kids, man. You get $500 per kid. Now is the time, everybody.
Yeah, let's get them quarantines coming out. The Coronials.
There's gonna be so many Capricorns. It's not gonna be great.
I love it. I'm a Capricorn. It is time to restore reason and rationality to the world.
As a person who knows a Capricorn and lives with one, I don't think we need any more.
And rationality to the world.
I think we have enough. I think there's plenty of Capricorns already.
Yeah, so this bill is somewhat good, but we don't know how long this pandemic is gonna last, and that means that $1,200 is the stay afloat money for people until we don't know when. So that kind of fucking sucks.
I guess the hope is that the other bill they passed for the emergency sick leave pay would help also bridge the gap, but yeah. I guess I don't know the details on that one either. I don't know how long that one lasts, how much money's involved in that one.
There are so many ideas flying around the government right now, and the Senate is on break until, I believe, 4/20, baby. So,
hell yeah. Sign me up.
Blaze it as the world is burning to the ground.
I'm just kidding. I don't smoke weed. Strike that from the record. Actually, bleep that out.
You should. Anyways, moving on, I want to give a little update to Gamestop, our essential employer of last week. We're going to do a spotlight, right?
What's the weirdest essential employer of the week?
Not GameStop anymore, because they are no longer considered one, and they have shut down their stores because of course they did. Come on. Because
they just realized, first of all, if I want video games, I'm going to go on the PlayStation Store.
Yes, why would you leave your house? Why would you leave your house?
I haven't bought a physical game in 2 years.
And on top of that, it's GameStop. Come on.
Right. Who gives a shit? Exactly. I don't think I've even been in a GameStop in 3 years, to be honest.
But here are some of the seedy details that came out of this. So, of course, they weren't going to do it on their own. It was a lot of pressure from governments and law enforcement and whatever. So GameStop had a lot of things that came out in the press. So one of those things was their little stations where you can play the games, to demo them in the stores. Employees were trying to put those away. But then all the higher-ups were like, some of those are paid advertisements. Some of those have to stay out. And for them to stay out, sweaty-ass people are going to be in there playing on the games.
Why they got to be sweaty?
Spreading diseases. They were supposed to have hand sanitizer and wipes, but, all of that stuff is pretty hard to find right now. And of course, GameStop workers didn't get it.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. At my job, they got like bottles at every machine that say water and then soap plus water mix. That's our cleaning supplies.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably better than GameStop's.
But I guess, yeah, you know, something's better than nothing. But I'm like, it's crude. It's like you could buy this at a dollar store. These are just like red and blue, whatever the fuck, plastic bottles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm not.
Can you believe that there are people who make
that.
so much more money than us and they think that shit is acceptable?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, duh. People that are rich suck.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Bezos is asking people to donate to his Amazon fund to help pay his employees.
Tax write-off? Come on.
That motherfucker's a billionaire. That guy could hand, like, everyone in this city $1 million and be fine.
He wouldn't even notice it.
We should just start. Someone needs to get on the inside and embezzle money from Jeff Bezos.
Man.
Hook me up.
Play that Black China clip right here.
Embezzle! 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 I was hoping embezzle!
All I need is 20,000, bro. Just send me 20 grand. It's good to pay off my car, settle all my debts. I'm fine.
Exactly. You know, being poor is really hard to live by, but here we are.
I'm not asking for much. You know, I'm lower middle class, I think. I don't know what's the cutoff for that.
You know, it's all a sham. We're supposed to think that we're not lower class because it's easier to sell the myth of like working class because no one wants to feel poor. Fuck all that. Let's just rob the billionaires. I'm not gonna say any names specifically because I don't want this taken out of context and used as a specific threat. But if you're a billionaire, just know I'm talking to you.
If one day I become rich, I'm gonna be exempt from this rule, so don't rob me.
You're not gonna get billionaire rich.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. Anyways.
You don't know that. I could. I have ideas.
Yeah, ideas, man.
I'm gonna use this $1,200 check to start my business and become rich.
I'm gonna use mine to purchase a ticket to the Rock Nation brunch.
Rise and grind Twitter, bro. See, if you go to the Rock Nation brunch, you'll get some knowledge from Jay-Z.
You see?
That'll increase your wealth.
You see? You gotta rub shoulders with the same people you aspire to be.
When in reality, Jay-Z's just gonna be like, you're a dumbass. Get him out of here. Security.
Jay-Z's gonna get mad when I pull out my phone to take a picture.
Exactly. Like,
you remember that clip?
No, which clip?
Jay-Z, I don't remember where he was. It was some party, and like someone pulled out a phone and like put it in his face, and he like snatched it out their hand.
Oh, I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
That's what I've always baffles me that people do that. It's like, imagine if you were walking on the street and some random asshole like just shoved the phone in your face. Like, you're not gonna like that.
Yeah.
And the people that say, oh, well, you're famous, you knew what it was when you got here. Like, okay, you can still have general respect for people.
Yeah, and
that's also a possibility.
You know, you can also get the shit slapped out of you.
Quite literally. Ask the baby.
Yeah.
He'll let you know.
I don't think the baby's asking any questions that might involve litigation. But
definitely not.
Yeah. So we're in the USA and a Jay-Z song was on, but also a Britney song was on. Yeah. Comrade Spears, baby.
Okay, I remember seeing about Comrade Spears, but I don't know the details. So you're going to have to fill me in on this one.
So Britney Spears reposted this on her Instagram. It is a quote from a woman named Mimi Zhu. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. If you are listening, Mimi, you can correct me and I will set the record straight on a later episode. I doubt that you are, but here we are. Anyways, the quote reads, "During this time of isolation, we need connection now more than ever. Call your loved ones, write virtual love letters. Technologies like virtual communication, streaming, and broadcasting are part of our community collaboration. We will learn to kiss and hold each other through the waves of the web. We will feed each other, redistribute wealth, strike. We will understand our own importance from the places we must stay. Communion moves beyond walls. We can still be together." That's the end of the quote. Britney Spears captions this, "Communion goes beyond walls," and she has 3 rose emojis. And if you know anything about rose emojis, they are in line with communist activists of the internet. So welcome, Comrade Spears, to the movement.
Here we go.
You know, it makes sense though, right? Like that Britney Spears would not want to be part of capitalism.
Oh, I mean, yeah, she went through the worst of it. She had like that whole melt. When did the meltdown happen? That was like
07. She was exploited since she was
days.
16. This whole celebrity stuff is super fake. I mean, we saw that with the Imagine video, right?
Right. I mean, you can see that anywhere though with like all people that were like child superstars, celebrities, actors and stuff. How many of them end up living normal lives afterwards? It's pretty small, right? I mean, when you get ran through the machine, you see what happens.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I also feel like even after the fact, like looking at celebrities right now, like how out of touch they are and how much they seem to be scrambling for attention in a world that is just trying to survive a pandemic. Like with the Imagine video, everyone gets up together and is like trying to sing away this disease, and it's like, fuck y'all.
That's the one with Gal Gadot or whatever?
Yeah, that's the Gal Gadot one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Or did you see recently Pharrell? Pharrell's worth $150 million.
He makes good shoes though. Shout out to the homie.
Look, if Pharrell ever wanted to produce a track for me, I am not complaining. Pharrell, if you're hearing this.
And if he ever wants to just send me the entire collection of his shoes, like just send me all of them, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'll wear them. It's cool.
We love your creativity. Redistribute your wealth. Yeah, he posted up a GoFundMe asking for I think it was $10 million to support doctors and everything. And this man is worth $150 million.
I will say, I do appreciate the specific situation where some celebrities are like, they'll sponsor a charity and I'll match up to $25 million on this charity. I feel like that's okay.
No, absolutely.
I'll give $25 million. I'll match the $25 million that other people donate. So then it's $50 million total. But the straight up ask for money is just weird. And for sure, for me, specifically, if you're a billionaire, multi-billionaire, now you're a real piece of shit.
I ain't matching shit with a billionaire. You
right.
can just pay.
But I mean, if you're just regular millionaire, that's one thing to me.
Right.
And you're like, oh, I'll match the donations. That's cool. The Jeff Bezos one's the one that pisses me off because you're worth $60 billion and you're asking for money. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Don't even ask me questions right now.
You said 60 billion?
I don't even know what it is.
Times that by 2 and add some numbers.
I thought didn't he lose half of it in that divorce or something?
I mean, you still make that money back fast as a billionaire.
Right, but I mean, he might now be worth, oh God, 60 billion instead of 120? Oh, jeez. What will I ever do?
Right. So cool. Just to recap, the government is giving $500 billion to corporations, and they continue to tell us things like Medicare for all and reparations are not possible.
Also, free college?
Yeah.
Also not possible?
Yeah.
Except ask all of Europe?
Yeah. So,
I mean, seriously?
There's a lot of things to be mad about. And with that said, we're going to take a break, and we're going to throw this to our song of the week by, once again, Ozzy the Painter. This is Wages.
I could pay you wages. Reasons to roll with us, kid. I could give you pages. We could pour it up. I could give you status. Place you among beautiful faces. Just remember where your place is. Coming to you live from the middle of the shit show. Literal abysmal. We've been digging, trying to hit go. These motherfuckers won't let the biz show. Showbiz dictates that you live low. So infatuated with the intro. Punch in, tick-tock. In comes the tiptoe. Move slowly, don't wake the beast. Steel toe grin when I'm grinding my teeth. Riot police in the streets, bug bites in the sheets. Not inspired to keep the knife in the sheath. Rewiring the meat to meet deadlines. Live around 2:15 and a 9 p.m. bedtime. Disinterest in the headlines. In favor of the pictures than the petty crime. Ground level distressed by the petty grind. Some of us even try to dip set ahead of time. Dying to live, don't cover it. Workers' comp don't cover shit. They don't wanna be the judge of it. Struggling against oblivion's a real son of a bitch. Ain't nothing you can say to me that ain't already aided me, basically. Can't pull the sweet from my tooth. You can't extract the salt from my savory. Too many spices, too many vices. Put no worth to my work, it is priceless. Don't encourage the surf on a tight ship. Put you on ice till your life is lifeless. Convinced you like this, then life should be like this. Like a motherfucking fire ain't a crisis. Like you're not worthless. It's just your worth just ain't worth it. They say we can't pay your wages. You wanna roll with us, kid? I don't think you make it. Nah, you'll be growing up soon enough. Soon the dream you're chasing. They kept you so faithful and patient. Someday that dream will be fading. So why the fuck I need the money, homie? What good does it do? These employers pinching paychecks like my rent ain't ever due. They build premium apartments, swimming pool up on the roof. I'm just counting down the days until they force my block to move. My last remaining item, beat the shit out of his wife. How the fuck did I invite that kind of evil to my life? When I sleep, I should be sleeping. When I wake, I should be woke. I do not want to be broken, man. But the broken ain't broke. Signing my line in the time of the swine, designing a kind of decline. I was hopeful at first, but hope was a jest. No rope for the first, no hope for the rest. Memes to impress, depression, the quest for a much more sociable death. Ego put to test in dimensions, best in show, then we coast to the next. Dang, ain't that what devotion is? Light speed and still so motionless. Double down to afford the overdraft. Wells Fargo won't get over it. I could learn to work the sort of math. I could forget what closure is. Play Monday morning quarterback and pretend that the world are only shit. How we getting money, homie? How we getting through? I know we're paying through our nostrils. The scent ain't nothing new. Nothing breaking the seals. Ain't nothing breaking through. It's either way, you win, you lose. They gon' put that blame on you. That's why I'm going back to basics. Fuck if the pay is tight, no pay gon' keep me sated. And lately I'm feeling like all my words are weightless, and all my time is wasted, till something pays my wages. Pay up.
All right, and once again, that was Ozzy the Painter with Wages, and we are back for you and your entertainment. So let's talk about music releases. Jared, what have we been vibing
The
with?
Weeknd.
The Weeknd
has returned with arguably his best album, if you don't count Trilogy, which most people don't.
I don't count Trilogy because Trilogy is a collection of mixtapes. They're incredible, but that is
some of the
album.
best R&B that's ever been created. Fair enough. But
look, man.
If you outside of that,
you can have that discussion. I won't, but I will say Trilogy is a classic.
This is the best that we've gotten in his career, I think, to this date. I would still argue that My Dear Melancholy is really good, but it's a shorter EP.
Yeah, it's an EP. It's not an album. My Dear Melancholy, very great. I did like Starboy because he finally leaned into the pop shit and decided to just give us that. But him coming to After Hours and giving us this 80s music and just really indulging in all of the characteristics we know from The Weeknd.
Giving us the music that you make a woman a single mom to. You know what I'm saying?
My fucking God.
Holla at your boy. If that's what you're trying to do?
Relax.
This is the time for it. Play After Hours. You got the right vibes going. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say though, I really enjoy this album. I know a lot of people had differing opinions, but I think this is one of his best works. And there's some great records on there, man.
Snow Child is incredible.
I wonder if that's
so good.
I wonder if that's because we're from Minnesota, where we can relate to how cold it is in a place like Toronto.
No, I just really fucked with the give her Philip K. Dick line, even though I don't know what that means. I was just like, this motherfucker spitting. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good.
Philip K. Dick was a sci-fi writer, you son of a bitch.
I'm just like, whatever he said, this motherfucker spitting.
No, Escape from LA was great too. The way he was just he was a total asshole about these girls all looking the same because they go to the same surgeon for the same face. And it's this dude is such a misogynist piece of shit.
That's what's happening here.
God damn. And then the song changes eventually and he's just talking about fucking in the studio. And you know what? I fuck with that.
I felt that.
You know? No,
one of my favorite just things for the album was that on Snow Child he has the line where how's it go? He's like she don't need a man, she's what a man needs.
Yeah.
And then on Heartless he's like, I don't need a bitch, I'm what a bitch needs.
Yeah.
Damn. The duality.
You know what that means? They don't need each other. You hate to see it.
I feel it.
No.
This motherfucker spitting.
On Faith, when he was on Faith and he was like, and if I OD, I want you to OD right beside me.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet, okay, Shakespeare.
Exactly. I was like,
that's not what we doing here.
I want to see that meme. I want to see someone Romeo and Juliet feeling it.
I'm like, so you're telling me because you can't handle your shit, I gotta die too? Come on, bro. Whatever you got going on is your own problem. What you cook.
Oh, and repeat after me that interlude where he's like, if you're thinking about me and you fucking him, you don't really love him. It's yo, you are on one, my guy, and I love it.
He's like R&B Future.
Yes,
is what The Weeknd is.
I mean, Future gets into his R&B bag, with Hendrix. But no, I entirely...
Have we ever gotten Weeknd and Future?
Yes. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, I don't know shit, bro.
Coming out strong. Low life.
I be at work, bro.
Man, you and your fucking essential job, I guess.
I be at work getting shit done for the economy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta say though, like this feels like a good season for R&B, and it's wild because the weekend to me is generally like stay in the house, winter music, be a little turnt with somebody else,
Just a little.
and somebody,
Soft.
and like Party Next Door falls in that same category for me. So them releasing kind of in the spring is like a little like off my rhythm for them, but seeing as we're locked down in our houses, it kind of fits. And it's just nice to see back to back The Weeknd and Party Next Door, even though they might be affecting each other's rollouts. I haven't listened to the Party album in full yet. I've enjoyed what I've heard so far, but Party is someone who speaks to me on occasion. He doesn't always land with me, but I like his music.
There's a couple of Party Next Door features that I really fuck with, but I don't think I really like any Party Next Door songs.
You got to go to P&D1, my guy. There are so many good records.
I mean, I got nothing else to do.
Records on it.
Hey, but speaking of shit that I've been feeling,
Yeah.
the extra 2 tracks we got on the bonus for Circles,
Yeah, man.
are really good.
They are.
I fuck with those.
They are.
I can see why they weren't on the original album because they don't really fit anywhere.
Yeah.
But they're still really good, so it's nice that you just threw those out there just for us to listen to.
Absolutely.
So if you haven't listened to Circles at all, listen to that. But for sure, those next 2 songs also really good.
You know what I've been feeling? If you listen to the Chicago freestyle from Drake,
Okay.
there's that guy Giveon on there.
Okay.
And Giveon,
Oh, the guy that I thought was
Sampha.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
If that's him, I'll listen to his album then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went and listened to some of the singles he had out, and then he decided to release this album, and it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. He got that good heartbreak music, that stuff you feel when you're just sad about life in the world. Yeah, man.
Speaking of Sampha, though, do you remember the first time you listened to was it Saint Pablo?
Man,
That,
yeah.
Was that his part on that song
Yeah.
is just fucking incredible.
2 set of footsteps, you was carrying me.
I remember
Love that.
when The Life of Pablo came out, I refused to listen to that shit because it was on title only, and I was like, Kanye, you're a piece of shit. I'm not listening to that album. Go fuck yourself.
You see what this is?
And then I finally listened to it, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. All right, I fuck with it. And then that song is...
You see what this is? You have this long-standing belief that Nas is so great that you won't even give Jay-Z a chance.
No.
You were like,
No.
Title?
No.
I can't listen to this Kanye
I'm not
album.
downloading Tidal because I'm not downloading Tidal. Like, fuck that.
No, I hear you.
No, it's weird. I think that Illmatic is still better than any single Jay-Z album. That's my take.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Okay, well, a lot of people will agree with me.
We're going to debate this on
a lot of
future
people
episode.
agree with me, but we're not going to go into that. But the best parts of Jay Electronica's album are the Jay-Z parts.
Yep.
So I'll say that. And also 444 is also good.
Yeah, man.
So Jay-Z's like his last arc is like by far better than anything Nas has done since Illmatic.
Man,
which is something to say.
What was the lyrics on Takeover where he's like, that's a one hot album every 10-year average?
Okay, you know what?
Look,
next
man.
topic. We're not talking about this right now.
Yeah, okay, next
We're
topic.
gonna wait till I have a guest
All right.
that agrees with me so I can have this argument.
Yes, you need support to stand by your opinion. Okay.
I just need people that are gonna like put you in your place because you don't listen to me.
Okay. So Ari Lennox released a couple remixes for her Shea Butter Baby album. So she got Doja Cat on there. She got Smino on there. She got another person on there. Let me check.
The album's out now.
Yeah, it's just 3 songs.
Oh, just okay.
Yeah.
Real quick
Let
thing.
me see. It was Duran Bernard, who is really good actually. So Doja Cat's on Break Me Off remix. Smino's on the I Ben remix, and Duran Bernard is on FaceTime remix. And they're actually pretty good records. I really like it. I vibe with Ari's music. Yeah, it was just nice to hear her again. Hopefully we get to hear some new music from her.
I'll have to check them out because I just remember all of her parts on the Revenge of the Dreamers 3
Yeah, man.
slapped.
Yeah.
So hard.
So wait, you haven't heard Shea Butter Baby? The album?
Oh, that's an see. You know what? I don't really listen to shit like that. So.
Oh, man.
Do you remember what year?
I'm disappointed.
How many years ago was it where we were talking about how I listen to R&B?
Yeah.
You guys had this
No,
argument.
I will
that
say
I
you've
don't-
come a long way. The fact that you can even sit in and have a conversation with me about The Weeknd is amazing. But you got to go deeper, bro.
So was it like 2 years ago? I listened to Trilogy finally, and I was like, "Yo, you guys are."
Man, that was probably last year, to be
No,
honest.
it wasn't last year. It was at least 2 years ago. But I remember I listened to it when you guys were like, "This motherfucker late."
Yeah, you're late
And
as hell.
everyone I said that to, like all my Weekend fan friends, were like,
Duh.
"Motherfucker, we've been having unprotected sex to this for years."
Man,
So,
it's a good
let's
album to
shout
have
'em out.
unprotected sex to.
I guess if you're gonna pick one, that's the one.
Yeah, because it's like 3 albums.
It's like 3 hours long.
Man,
and I listened to the whole thing all at once.
Man.
In one night.
Yeah. I mean, there's multiple sessions in there. But, hey.
I'm going to have to take a break and eat like a peanut butter sandwich or something, recharge.
I mean, with the mood of that out.
I don't know.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. What do people do during that situation? I guess I don't know.
I guess.
Well, like, let the expert explain here.
Anyways, we're just going to move on. Mick Jenkins released a couple singles. He had a new joint with K Tronada that I really like. He's rapping on that one, which is, a lot of people expect more danceable music from K-Tra. I love whenever him and Mick link up though, because you never know what you're gonna get.
So Front Street and Snakes.
Front Street, that's the K-Tra.
Are the two songs that Mick released.
Snakes has Koji Radical, who I've never heard of, as a feature on it. It's a good record though. I think Mick Jenkins have an understated year as he usually does. He's put out mixtapes before, back to back, that have been really good that people don't really necessarily champion the way. He put out a EP earlier this year that people should have definitely championed the way that they should have. I really like Mick Jenkins. I think he's had some missteps in his career, but he consistently returns with good music. Well,
The Waters is like top 5 mixtape of all time for me.
Classic. I
remember when my friends, I told them to listen to it, and they were like, "This shit sounds trash." And then 6 months later, like, "Hey, have you heard Mick Jenkins' The Waters? How dare you tell that to me? These assholes." And they're like, "No, we were just kidding, bro." Yeah, okay. They said I picked the wrong song for the time, but
yeah,
debatable.
Those sound like some misguided friends of yours.
Yeah, good thing we're not friends anymore.
Right, we are just coworkers on this podcast. Anyways,
you just self-stitch on yourself, bro. Just like casually.
Did you see that Instagram video of Cam Newton in the gym?
Oh, he's bro.
He looks like a Super Saiyan. He listens to gospel music.
How wildly disrespected he must feel.
The Panthers let him go.
I had MVP year, led you to a 15-1 record in a Super Bowl. I've been injured the last couple of years, so you just gonna cut me and sign Teddy Bridgewater, who wasn't even good enough to stay on the Vikings?
Hey,
you got me fucked up.
Bridgewater filled in pretty well for Breeze last season.
On a good team. Like, let's be real. You seen Bridgewater's stats from last year? They were nothing impressive. He did enough to win some games.
Yeah, he won games.
On a good team.
Yeah. That's what the Panthers think they are.
Put him on a bad team. He ain't doing shit.
Where do you think Cam Newton's going to go, though?
So there are 3 choices that I think are likely. It would be the Chargers, the Broncos, or the Patriots. To say which one I think is most likely, I have no idea.
Who just got picked up by the Broncos? I can't remember.
Did they pick up a quarterback?
No, they didn't pick up a quarterback. They picked up, I think it was a receiver. I'm not sure.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, you look into that.
I stopped looking because it's like, what am I going to look at right now?
But I will say, though, I would love to see Cam Newton on the Patriots because I hate the Patriots, but I also really hate Tom Brady. And for them to replace, MAGA hat Brady with Cam Newton, who, to be clear, is not a progressive role model at all, but, is still very different from the conservativeness of Tom Brady in terms of him just being very much himself. You see him at any after-game press conference, he got the wildest fucking outfits on.
No, you know what I think's going to happen?
What's that?
The Patriots are going to sign Jameis just because Belichick's going to be on a power trip. Like, let me show you how this shit's done. I can win games with Jameis Winston.
But you know what? I like that. High risk, high reward.
Now, I think Cam Newton's a great fit for the Chargers. They got a pretty good offense. They got good weapons. And their offensive line's a little shaky, but that's what Cam Newton's a good quarterback for. He can run, get open.
Chargers had Rivers, right?
They had.
Yeah, where did he go?
He went to the Colts.
Okay.
Right. Melvin Gordon went to the Broncos. That's what you're thinking of?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
The Broncos need a quarterback, so he could go there, which would make sense. They're trying to gear up, but
yeah.
So if I had to predict, my best bet would be the AFC West because that gives me 2 teams. Broncos or Chargers would be where I would think.
Yeah.
2 teams that could use a potential franchise quarterback that are good enough teams that they could make a run.
Yeah.
Because any team that's going to take a chance on Cam is going to be a team that thinks that they're one quarterback away from making a run. So if you don't have that kind of makeup, why would you do that? Why would you just not draft a guy, That's why the Bengals would never sign him because they're going to draft Joe Burrow and start over. Any team that signs Cam Newton is going to be a team that thinks we can win in the next 1, 2, 3 years if we sign this guy.
Weren't the Patriots looking at, what's his name, Howell?
Who?
Let me check.
Hoyer?
Hoyer, yeah.
They signed him. He used to be on the team.
Yeah.
He was a backup. He won a couple games for him. They signed him, but he's still a backup.
Yeah, for sure.
That's probably what they're thinking, is that they're going to be like, Hoyer's going to be our backup in case the experiment we really want to do doesn't work. So that makes me think they're going to sign Cam or Jameis. And then Brian Hoyer's their emergency break glass in case of emergency plan, in case this guy fucking melts down and we got to make some shit happen.
What if they're trying to tank?
I can't imagine Belichick doing that.
No, you think he's too prideful?
I think what Belichick really wants to do is just to keep on winning games.
Yeah.
And that's actually why they let Brady go. Because he's like, if I want to win games, my best bet is to let Brady go, sign a different quarterback for cheaper, and build a better team.
And to reiterate, he let Brady go because Brady is washed. Washed.
Okay.
Washed.
You might be right. You might be. We'll see.
I am.
The reality is
the NFL even going to happen this year?
It doesn't start till like late August. So
Yeah, but I mean, like, U.S.
think it
infrastructure.
I think it will.
Maybe. You think there'll be audiences?
I honestly think that by August,
Oh, man.
we'll be in a way better shape than we are now.
Hopefully. It would be so disgusting to watch a football game without, because it's all just grunts and ugh.
Oh yeah. See, like that was the thing. Like before the NBA got canceled, like it was actually like almost cool. Like, let's get no fans. So
Could you imagine Melo?
So I could hear like, fuck out of here.
Right.
This is my rebound, bitch. Just that would have been great. I'd listen to that.
Well, I gotta say, this wine is starting to have an effect on me.
You soft. You had like 3 glasses.
I know, and I think we should, wrap the show a bit. So let's move into our recommendations.
I'm just getting started, guys.
Oh God.
I'm drinking. The show's ending. That's for sure. You know the vibes.
Jared just gonna be up here monologuing for an hour.
No, not up here. Yeah, just keep it rolling, bro. Hey, Ozzy, you got your work cut out for you here.
Right.
It's gonna be a long one.
All right. So Jared, what are your show and movie recommendations for this week?
For show, I got Ugly Delicious.
What the fuck is that?
It's a show with David Chang. He's a chef. He's also has a podcast with the Ringer Network. He's in and out of that. But I watched a couple episodes.
You're such a slut for the Ringer. Oh my God.
It's the last great website, as they always say.
Right.
Hey, go ahead and give me a promo. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P.
Give me
Deadspin.
Give me a little comp. I'll let you do your TV show first, and then we'll go to the movies.
Okay. Yeah. So my show recommendation is actually Black Lightning. I started the first episode last night. It's a CW show, so you got to expect a certain level of corniness and campiness to it. But I am digging it. I've tried to start it before. I'm a little more committed now that we are kind of confined to our houses. Yeah, so that's my show recommendation. Where are you going with the movie, sir?
The Place Beyond the Pines is a movie with Ryan Gosling and then Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper. The basic plot is that Ryan Gosling makes like a plot where he starts to rob banks. His big thing is he rides motorcycles and dirt bikes.
Right.
And so like he has this plot to rob banks to like help pay help support his son or whatever. And then Bradley Cooper's the cop that like catches him or whatever. So anyways, it's really good. My one thing that I remember watching it is that it's like shot just beautifully, and like the sounds and like music and all that stuff is just like perfect.
Okay.
But I think it's really good. I watched it maybe a year ago, but definitely I recommend check that one out. That was good.
Cool. So for my movie recommendation, no one said it had to be a good movie. So I'm going to recommend you a bad movie. It is a Michael Bay movie funded by Netflix.
Oh, I want to watch that one, actually. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so this is called Six Underground, and it is about a billionaire who fakes his death so that he can be a mercenary and form a group of mercenaries to go overthrow a vaguely Russian, Latin, Middle Eastern government that's obviously fake. And it's really stupid. And they gave him so much money to make this movie, so he just does everything. Like, there's slow-mo effects, there's explosions, they go all over the world, and it doesn't make any sense, and it's bad. And it's 2 hours long, and I watched it, and please, can someone else
Here's the thing, though.
just relate to me?
It can be a bad movie and still be entertaining. There's always that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are entertaining bad movies, and then there's just flat-out bad movies.
I feel like enjoying this movie is antithetical to the entire first half of this podcast.
Right.
Fuck billionaires. But also watch this movie about a billionaire who fakes his death, who thinks he knows better than the rest of the world, so he's gonna stage a coup.
Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Dave Franco is in it for like 20 minutes. Yeah, it's a stupid ass movie.
I mean, like I said,
the guy who played Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton.
okay.
He's in the movie. Yeah, there's a lot of emphasis on like we're a family and they're all strangers and none of them really have like a personal connection. It's just a dumb.
Like, I don't like any of you actually. If we really think about this, fuck everybody in here.
Right. And with that said, fuck everybody in here. The show is over.
Whoa, whoa, hey, speak for yourself, man.
No. We love you if you listen to this. If you don't, we hope you catch up. But with that said, we'll be back next week.
Oh yeah, for sure.